This question is such a great reminder that so much of the SAT, from algebra to geometry and everything in between, is just following instructions. There's no secret to this question. A triangular prism has a height of 8 centimeters and a volume of 216 centimeters cubed. What is the area in centimeters squared of the base of the prism? Now, it's in parentheses, but you should still read this. The volume of a triangular prism is equal to B times H, where B is the area of the base and H is the height of the prism. Maybe write that down on your scratch paper. Can I plug points into equations? Because that's an equation, and plug points into equations is my main strategy. Do they give me any of these things? Well, they say the volume is 216. They say the height is 8. So do they want the B? Yeah. What is the base of the prism? Literally just divide by 8. And we get, I'm just going to use a regular calculator here, 216 divided by 8, 27. 27 is B. 27 is the answer. There's nothing more to it. Now, I've seen my own students get all crazy in their heads because they're like, oh, triangular prism, what is that? Let's open up the reference chart. But guys, it's not there. It's not there. It's not part of this. This right here, I'll zoom in. This is a prism, but it's a rectangular prism, right? A prism is when you have a shape on the top and the bottom, basically, and then you connect every single vertex of those shapes, right? All the corners, basically. And so if you have a rectangle on the top and bottom, when you connect all those things, you're also gonna have rectangles on the side. But in a way, this here is a cylinder, and we would never call it this, but a cylinder basically is a circular prism, right? It has a circle on the top and the bottom, and then we're connecting all the corners. Circles don't have corners, but it's the same idea, right? We get this kind of like shape that connects them that ends up being a rectangle. A triangular prism looks like this. I would normally actually draw it front and back, but it's fine. I'll just do it like this. Ugh. Let me try my best here. I'm gonna botch this, I can already tell. Ugh. So basically, it looks like this. So depending on how you're kind of seeing the perspective, maybe that looks like the front and the back and not the top and the bottom, but I'm trying my best here. The point is, right, it's two triangles connected by a bunch of rectangles. Those are the vertical pieces. But regardless, we don't have that formula, right? That shape is not here. So they had to give it to us. Another way to think about it, though, in general, is any prism is going to be the area of the base times the height. Again, thinking about a circular that way, the area of the base of a circle is pi r squared, because that's the area of a circle, and then we multiply it by the height. So, you know, same thing here. The base is length times width, and then we multiply by the height. So any prism is going to have the same basic formula that they gave us. But we don't need to do anything with the area of a triangle. We don't need to do anything with 1/2 base times height here, because they're not asking for any specific dimension of that triangle. They're just asking for the overall area of it. I don't have any dimensions of it. I only have the area of it. That's because the formula they gave me just kind of fits that. So look, just again, I'm maybe getting kind of carried away here, but like it bothers me that people struggle with this question. Just read the instructions. A lot of math on the SAT is just reading instructions. Yes, there's some things we need to memorize occasionally, but like, start from the premise of you're going to read the instructions and then you're going to bring in whatever instructions you were supposed to memorize about formulas and whatever else. But always read the instructions. So many people lose points because they're just not reading the question.